Today we're going over the gun defenses with Dale of Detroit Urban Survival Training. I think this is one of the videos that most people are most excited about. So we're gonna go over different gun techniques, and today the one we're going over is grabbing the slide and pulling it back. All right, next technique, we're gonna go over grabbing the slide and pushing the slide back so you put the gun out of battery. Where I'm saying that that's not possible from the position that we're in, and we're gonna go over it with Dale right now. And
so you're the robber, and the criminal, they're gonna kill me, whatever you're mad about, whatever it is. Go ahead.
Give me your money.
Okay, so it's out of battery, you could not pull the trigger. Pull the trigger?
No, you're right, 100%.
Right? And then from here, the way we keep them from backing away is we come forward. Okay, so in training, we're trying to hurt each other.
Right,
so that's why we don't just rush all the time.
No,
the movement is from here, it comes out of battery, and we move forward through the person. So
Right.
we're always going forward, we never stay still.
I completely agree with you. You always want to move forward in a self-defense situation. My problem is not even the theory of taking a gun out of battery, even pushing it in. It makes it very unlikely to shoot because it has that say on there as well. Right. So even just pushing it into yourself.
So here, yep, pull trigger.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Yep.
You only need to take it a couple of millimeters.
Okay, so it's out of battery, yeah.
So this part, the idea of taking the gun out of battery, that I don't have a problem with. Here's what my issue is. As soon as, and you're right, when you're coming forward and so on, that's what you want. And a lot of times when people, even when it comes to, I teach gun defenses as well, right? When it comes to being able to defend against a gun, and some people are saying, oh, you're not moving, you can't move faster than a bullet. That's not what you need to do. A reaction is slower than an action. I completely agree with you there. My issue from here is, so as you come up to grab the gun, right? When you're doing the first motion, if you go to the motion, I'm going to talk you through. So if you go up to grab it the way you did it, you pull out of the side. From here, because now again, you're a strong man, right? You have a pretty good grip.
Right, this is not strength though. All this is
this part, but to put it to here. But from here, anyone that's even slightly trained, and hopefully, criminals shouldn't be trained on a gun, right? But they're gonna try to turn the gun back here, right?
Yeah, there's no time. So in real life, what's happening is you're coming here. There's no time for them to turn anything. Remember, they're not scared of you. Right. You're not scared. You have the gun, especially here. You're not scared of me at all. You're actually actively doing something. You're mad at me, or you're gonna, whatever this is really serious. But you're not focused on me grabbing the gun. You have zero fear of me. Yeah. You also are trying to do something, either control me or take something from me or molest, whatever it is. You're not just actually focused on just shooting. Right. But even with that, what happens is by the time you see that movement, it's too late. The brain cannot respond before that happens.
Absolutely, and I've never in a single video argued that you can't go for a gun in a self-defense situation. You're right.
If I want to see the slide, right? You see the slide does take it out of battery, and you saw that.
Oh,
yeah. And
for sure, right. For sure. And again, when my initial in one of the videos, I thought you grabbing the slide, and that is going to.
Oh, just holding. No.
And I'm agreeing with you as far as you can't put a gun out of battery. That if the perpetrator who's coming up with the gun is going to say, if they wanted to shoot you, they would have shot you.
Right. And if they do shoot you, you have to what? Still stay in the fight. You still got to fight.
But that I got to tell you, that it's not going to be easy.
No, nothing's easy. Nothing's easy, right? But you can't just sit there and go, oh, you shot me, don't do it again. Just get shot again.
Hopefully,
you have to go.
You're able to continue fighting. So first and foremost, we need to do a quick crash course on how a semi-automatic works. When you pull the slide back on a semi-automatic, even just a little bit, it puts it out of battery, which means it won't fire. So in the controversial video where I'm saying that's not gonna work in a real life situation, when Dale had done that, my argument is that as soon as you grab that slide and you push it back, the perpetrator is gonna retract the gun, which puts it back into action, and then you will get shot. So when Dale does it in the original video, he didn't do it the same way as he did when he was here. Because when he was here, the second hand came up and grabbed the back of the gun, which gives him control of the gun. And the way he does it, could it work? Yes. I wouldn't do it that way personally, but it can work for sure. Would I recommend you to do that type of a defense if you're an average person that hasn't trained on weapons? No, and here's why. First and foremost, when you have adrenaline pumping, when you're under high stress, which you will be in a real life situation if someone pulls a gun on you. The problem with this motion of pulling a slide back is that it's a fine motor skill. It takes precision, which you're not very likely to have if you're not very, very, very trained. There's many different ways of taking guns out of someone's hands that I've seen that can work, but they require a lot of training, which most people don't have. And the next issue is, after you have taken the gun out of battery, and controlling it here, you also need to do some type of attack on the perpetrator, because if not, their focus is going to be on the gun. You need to take the focus away on the gun. So it has to be some type of a counter attack. And lastly, when it comes to a gun, this type of a defense, pulling the slide back, will only work on a semi-automatic. It wouldn't work on a revolver, for example. And most people, first and foremost, in a real life situation, when you have adrenaline pumping, you don't have time to recognize what type of a gun it is. Even if you know guns, most people couldn't tell the difference between a revolver and a semi-automatic from a quick glance at a gun. A self-defense move, and especially when it comes to guns, has to work for anyone, anytime, anywhere, without many, many hours of training.